Alrighty then. So, welcome everyone to the second session of the Voyage Through Saerion. This is the sub-campaign of the Pursuit of Mysteries. Now, a few things before we get started. We have a few new people, obviously. Familiar faces, I'm sure. Let's hope that they just remain familiar faces and don't repeat their actions. I'll be very sad. Let's see here. So last time, um, we met the warden of the Erebus prison, Leon Gutenberg. We had a little conversation between the warden and the inmates that were set for execution. There were four of them total. We had a terrorist, we had a cat burglar, we had a deep sea diver who went crazy, and we have a drug dealer, or essentially a smuggler. Now, before they were executed, somebody intervened. The so-called new Ninth Queen's Hand, the hero of the drug war, the opium war, Elil Mitchell, the person you likely know in the future as Cornelius. He intervened by presenting a letter to the warden. This letter was specifically written by the captain of a ship called the Phantom Reave, and all of the prisoners that were set for execution were named personally by said captain. They were set to be recruited as crew members for the ship. The reasons for that are currently unknown. Now, the prisoners were hung from the side of a cliff. They tried various methods to try and escape. It didn't work. After that, they were hauled onto the ship by one of the members who possessed supernatural strength. So much so, in fact, that they were shot out of a cannon, survived, defied gravity by standing on the edge without falling, grabbing them and doing a leap that is impossible by any human standard back onto the ship. After that, the prisoners met up with two of the boatswains, the um, highest ranking officials on the main deck. The first was Oscar Wilde, and the second was Silas of Mirth. Now, besides those two, there are other people for you to meet, but well, that didn't happen. Two of the prisoners were shot for disrespect, essentially, and the other ones, well, they got vomit all over them. After all that ended, they were meant to go and meet Oscar Wilde below deck. Eventually, that's where we ended the session last time. Pretty much the short and sweet story. Now we return back onto the scene. We have Odin and what's the other dude's name? DuPont, I believe. Yeah. So Odin and DuPont are still on the main deck, and what was it? Catherine, the deep sea diver, was brought to the medical bay. Their wounds are a little bit more severe. They will be out of commission for a little while. Callahan is still with the others. Perhaps somebody might want to, offer them help, considering they've just been shot. What are we doing? Guys?
What do the people do?
Again, offer first aid.
I do
Or
not
no,
You
no,
want to
just default.
you want to administer first aid?
Well, I can, but I thought I had points in it, but it's just the standard 30%.
Luckily for you, there is a medical bay. You can actually bring them there, and have the ship's doctor deal with that. If you would like to help them, of course.
Yeah, I can start taking them over to the med bay.
All right, Odin, what do you do? Just before we cut off last time, you asked a question.
Never
Very
mind. I
important
also
question
offer
about.
my help.
You want to offer help as well. You sure about that?
Yes, giving them a shoulder to lean on
Oh boy.
All right. Okay.
while giving an amicable smile.
I see what's going on, Mr. Gaslighter. All right. So, let's see here. Where is this? So you guys actually go, well, not exactly below deck, but towards the ship mast. Sort of right next to the captain's room. There's actually a little kind of shack on the side. Kind of, let me see. I'm going to the pointer tool. Kind of over this way. Over here somewhere. To the side. Right there. Around that area, there's a little shack. There are other crew members on board. You may be able to ask them for directions, should you wish. Who's doing what?
Well, I obviously leave it to the other guy.
Cable?
Um, did I Did I bring them to the medical bay?
Yeah, but you don't exactly know where that is. I told you where it is,
Okay.
essentially, but you might want to ask for directions.
Okay. I guess I can just take a look around, see if there's anything obvious, like a Red Cross sign or whatever. But if not, or a barber's pole even. But if not, then I'll ask someone who looks like they know what they're doing to please help me out.
All right, okay. So, as you're walking towards the stern of the ship, you see a few unsavory individuals. They essentially look like savages from the plantations. In other words, I'm saying they're black.
Uh-oh,
Makes sense.
here comes trouble.
I see some
Um,
shit going on.
Yeah, hey, we got someone shot here. Where's the medical bay? I'll just shout in their general direction.
Look at this green pole right here. Who does he think he is? Go find it yourself, bastard.
Um, I don't have a response to that, really. Yeah, I guess I will just go find it myself then.
Luckily for you, all right, as you go closer to them, you do in fact see that they have a red cross not far, kind of as like a signboard.
It's past them.
Yeah, it's literally right behind them. After you got their attention, they kind of just out of disgust moved away.
So they're not like guarding, they're not in the
No, they're
way.
not guarding. They're not.
All right. With the coast clear, I'll just bring them over.
Out of character,
By the
Mystic,
way,
I
I
have a
just
question.
yeah, go ahead.
Yo, nice
So this
monocle.
crew, do they care about their crew members, or is it a weak devour the strong kind of thing?
So a little bit of both, actually.
So, for example, if walk by one of the crew members, the weaker one, and stab him in the neck, would others care?
Uh, uh, what did you just say?
He said the
If
truth.
I walk
Oh
by
my.
him at his shoulder and then stab his neck, will the others care?
Yeah, answer the question, bro.
Why don't you find out?
Nah, no, thank you.
I mean, listen, uh, these are technically savages. So, by your common knowledge, right, these people are treated not as humans, but kind of as just as slaves. Maybe it's different on the ship, you don't know, but again, in your culture, especially since you're from Intis, um, somebody like them talking to somebody like you like that doesn't matter what social position you have. You could be a homeless man on the street, and you'd still technically be better than these people. That's what your society believes in. So I don't know how well your character would react to that.
Yeah, I think I might have accidentally changed the map, trying to import a new token.
No, you did change it.
Oh.
We have a new map called the child map.
I was trying to import a token.
It's the most blurry map I've ever seen.
Right, Yin, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue, or are you actually going to try to stab them?
Oh, Mystic, you need to fix the screen.
I'll continue walking.
Yin? You'll continue walking. Okay. Intrusive thoughts, I see.
Yeah, don't really want to risk it.
All right, okay. Fair enough, that makes sense. Yes, Psycho. So as you walk towards the shack, okay, you notice a few things. Well, both of you do. Outside of the shack, there's kind of like dried blood here and there. You see kind of like discolored yellowish bile that's kind of dried over and aged. It's kind of brown looking as well in some areas. The mold that's growing there. Not exactly a sanitary place. Then again, the medical community is not that far yet. But I'm just saying, it's dirty. Very, very dirty. The shack itself, compared to the rest of the kind of structures around it, looks very, very shabby. Aged wood, kind of rotten here and there. Do you guys enter?
Yeah, I guess so. This is it looks like a doctor's place. Looks like the ship medic's here.
All right. Okay, okay. So, as you enter, you see two people. All right? One is a man and the other is a woman, curiously enough. They're both wearing kind of old leathery tunics. There are stains here and there on their tunics, by the way. Imagine it to be like the apron a butcher wears. On the tables and such across the shack inside, you see a bunch of tools as well. Things that look out of place in a place that's supposed to technically be one for medicine. It kind of looks like a torture chamber, if we're being honest.
And remind me, who am I holding on? Who is needing medical help again?
It's Violet. The person called Callahan.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might put Violet on the table and tell the doctors got fresh meat here. Try not to kill this one, huh? She's been shot.
Fresh meat.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
Duke's on
So
tonight,
at
boys.
first, all right. At first, they don't even acknowledge your presence, but as soon as you put Callahan onto one of the stools and the blood kind of seeps out of him, it's like they immediately gained life. They immediately rush right up to you, wearing smiles. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I didn't notice you there, you know. When you're busy, you tend to miss some of these things. Anyway, so, who are you? Actually, don't answer that. I don't care. Who is this? The patient you've brought in. Oh, they smell so good. Do you mind? And they kind of push you out of the way.
Yeah, and I let that happen. Yeah, this is one of our new crewmates. Seems that he's been shot. Quite unfortunate.
They don't even listen to you. They're essentially babbling to themselves. Very creepy looking, if I'm being honest. You notice that they are essentially kind of aggravating the wound. Where the bullet wound hit them somewhere close to the thighs. The woman has inserted her finger into the wound. Violet, you alive? Right.
Violet.
Oh, you there?
Well,
Mystic, I need to leave real quick.
yeah. I saw. Well, Violet's dead. Literally.
Fitting.
Yeah.
Every time, bro. Every time. All right, you know what? Let's continue. So, this is something that would normally be excruciatingly painful. Instead of using proper tools, the woman sticks her finger into the wound and manually digs out the bullet.
Ooh,
As soon as the bullet comes out, they immediately douse it with alcohol and begin stitching the wound.
at least they're using
No
aseptic.
anesthetic, nothing.
As long as they're disinfecting that, Callahan can scream all he wants.
What's interesting to note here is that you, as a character, do not believe they're actually using the alcohol just to disinfect. You get the feeling they're more doing it to hear the screams.
Well, it can be both. It can be both disinfecting and sadism. I'm okay with that. As long as that wound is not getting infected, we can't have that.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. So as soon as that's done, um, you hear the kind of the steam pipes. There are pipes everywhere, outside and inside the ship, kind of like a network, everywhere. And you hear the steam riling through them. It doesn't take a genius to realize they're using the latest steam technology. You may not exactly understand all the mannerisms and the mechanisms behind the entire system, but you can definitely hear the screech of the pipes. Just like that, there's a tube inside the shack as well. The tube opens up and an announcement is made. Reporting. All hands on deck. Enemy ship spotted, starboard side. You hear everyone scurrying all across the deck and below deck. You see so many people start manning pretty much every station. You see people climbing into the nets, onto the crow's nest. You see the quartermaster, or what you assume to be the quartermaster, taking reign of the ship. And the person who shot your two party members, Silas, is also there once again. You decide to make yourself useful. Standing around is not going to do you any good. Perhaps you might want to report in and see what's actually going on.
Yeah. I imagine people are lining up on the deck, and I would join, kind of lining up in front of whoever's giving the announcement, the captain, Silas.
And not the captain. He introduced himself as the boatswain, which is just consider them to be a supervisor underneath the captain. All right.
All right.
So,
sure.
Silas begins his speech. Now, listen up, all of you. I'm sure you're aware, but we are currently in desperate need for new recruits. As such, the captain has ordered an official recruitment. There's a ship sailing, not too far from us, carrying prisoners that are, well, essentially meant to die by walking the plank. The captain considers it a terrible waste. So, it is our job to retrieve those prisoners and recruit them on board. It doesn't matter why the captain wants this. What's important for us is to. Wait, hold on. Where am I? All right, here we go. What's important for us is that we must follow his orders no matter what. So, all of you man your stations. I don't care if they raise the white flag. Open fire on that ship now. So, while all of that is going on, let's cut to the ship, shall we?
Oh, no.
So, on the ship, right, it's actually a transport vessel. This transport vessel is meant to take high-profile inmates to the Erebus prison. However, there's a problem here. This ship is sailing in the opposite direction of the prison. In other words, somebody has taken over the ship and is trying to bring these inmates somewhere else. Now, below deck are where the holding cells are. In those holding cells are 3 particular prisoners we need to talk about. By the way, you guys are all next to each other, so you can see each other.
Oh, nice. You want to fix the issue then?
The thing's not loading for me.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, cool.
I don't know, it's like illegit. It's not loading. I can't change the thing.
You can't, bro. No shot.
Bro, that's our ship. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I tried uploading
Wait,
a token.
Let me try to open the thing again.
I tried uploading a token and it did something else.
No, like legit, it's not
Yeah,
completely
press
loading
the
in, so I
backspace
can't
button.
like.
See if we can get rid of it.
Okay.
Working?
No,
Yeah.
I can erase it all, but I can't.
Let's see what this one.
Not, I don't know why it's doing that though.
Let's all just exit out and
Yeah,
enter back
exit
in.
out and then next back in.
Let me. Okay, yeah. Let me try that.
Violet.
Bro, how did you mess up that badly?
Hey, don't ask him things that he knows how to do perfectly. No, let's stay with it.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Alright, we're
Let's
back.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Technical difficulties have been resolved.
All right. Okay.
Now, where would we be so
So-
I can put my marker?
Okay. So you guys are below deck. So
Oh.
in terms of kind of where you are below, it's kind of in the somewhere in the center area over here. There's like this entire bit over here is a holding cell below deck. I'm talking about the lowest portion of the deck. Think of it as basement floor 3.
Alright.
Like you're literally under the water in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna die.
Yeah. So in the holding cell, let me explain this real quick. You guys are so there are like metal bars. You guys can all see each other, like across from each other and even next to each other. Obviously, it's filthy, stained, rusty. There's probably a pile of bones somewhere there. Didn't bother to clean up. Whether it's real or not, it's another story. But hey, I don't think you want to find out.
Yeah.
So, what are you all doing?
Let me think. I guess more than likely I'll just be laying there, napping. There's nothing else you can do when you're inside of a cell, in my opinion. Unless I'm trying to break out.
Any thoughts about where the hell you are, why, how did it
Well-
end up like this?
Let me think. I know how it ended up like this. At least caught me. No stopping that one. Why it went this way? Foolish impulses. And where we're going, supposedly a prison. Named... I don't think I wrote it down.
Erebus.
Erebus.
Erebus?
Erebus.
Heading towards a prison called Erebus. Due to the fact that she's below, and I'm pretty sure there's no windows on an old ship like that, she doesn't know exactly how long it's going to take to get there. So, she has no clue where they're actually going.
So,
Unless they
has she given up, or is she
No.
still trying to find
No.
any way to get out of this cell,
Yeah,
get out of this
she's
situation?
still thinking of ways. It's just difficult when you're in a position with nothing. So she has to think it over. But she's been mulling over for a while.
Very well then.
She has
So
felt the
across from
temptation to
you,
try to bribe or convince one of the guards. But it wouldn't go anywhere. And she
now
knows
here's
that.
the deal. Here's the deal. All right, you've been a criminal for quite some time. You've done a lot of crazy things, so to speak, and you've seen a
Yes.
lot of things. But the most curious thing is actually right across from you, because in the cell opposite to you, there is a child in chains.
That is very interesting.
Okay, the girl sitting in the corner, she obviously observes the. You said she was napping?
Yes, she's technically napping.
No,
You
no.
can wake her up just by talking.
Oh, you mean your character?
Yeah,
Sorry, never
my
mind.
character
Okay,
is just like in a type of meditative state.
And we're all in the same exact cell, correct?
No, we're across from each other.
Okay.
We're all in the same exact cell. We'd probably try to kill each other.
Okay. In her own cell, the small girl just looks around. Only to see a young lady or youngish looking lady.
Youngish.
Your picture looks young.
The lady.
She's 28.
Whatever. Thing across the shut up. Across the hall. She's rather curious on how someone could actually sit here and sleep and take a nap in this godforsaken prison, given its condition is obviously quite smelly. As if people Oh no, okay. As if people obviously haven't cleaned up for quite some time. And so the young girl is actually kind of covering her nose a bit. Now she makes her way towards the bars of the cell. Wait, hang on. Isn't there supposed to be logic here somewhere too?
Yeah.
Yes,
Logic.
opposite to you. No. I meant next to you on the left
Oh.
side.
Yeah,
Hang
so
on, hang
logic's
on.
supposed to be like somewhere over here.
Oh no, logic. Look,
Logic.
there you are.
What about me?
All right, add your character in here. We're trying to get started. It's just us. The three
All right,
compatriots.
Walter.
What's up?
I changed the character design just now.
What?
Thought something a bit more fitting.
Well, I ain't watching anything anymore, so you do
Okay,
it.
that's
Don't
fine.
worry.
Post your thing into the Owlbear thing. You know the tokens.
Yeah, let me find a token for this.
Oh boy.
For sure.
If it's too much of a hassle, just put it in COC imagery.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
I can make one quick for him.
I can make it.
I'll just
But,
put this one right here.
What do you got?
I just grab a basic one for now.
Alright.
I'll
That's so
send it
much.
to- I'll send it to the. I'll
This
send
guy's seen
the.
no money.
Let me see. I
Okay.
put it. Look, I put it right there in
Yeah, no, that's all.
in the general chat.
Okay.
I put currently right now it's in general, so
Oh, it's fine. Go ahead. It's not that important right now. Just
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so let's see, where was I? Reaching the bars of her cell, she proceeds to take a look around as far as she could. And what exactly would she see, Mystic?
Guitar.
Oh, floating guitar. I put the picture of how my character looks in general.
Or
You
is it
see
just that dark?
somebody. Okay.
I'm not
So,
having this
so
face.
right next to you, in the cell next to you, there's obviously a man. However, the strangest thing here is that instead of being shackled like the rest of you, there's a muzzle on his face, and that is what connects him to the wall.
Oh, the girl is taken quite aback by this. She would rather not, or even questions whether she even could speak to the man. His mouth is muzzled, so she looks back over towards the napping lady, and she gives a quiet call out. Excuse me. Hello.
Ares would hear the silent calls for her. It would take her a bit to actually realize that she's been called for. And she would slowly open her eyes and tilt her head forward to look at the little girl. What?
With a stern tone, the young girl kind of looked at her and pointed out the fact of while she was while the lady was napping quite some time ago, she actually felt the ship almost doing a very hard turnaround, if you will, as if they suddenly changed courses in near opposite direction. Do you know what's going on? I hear a lot of people. I assume there was fighting on the top deck, right, Mystic?
You hear cannon fire.
Huh.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, it's my turn.
Hang on real quick.
just wanna make sure.
And I hear a lot of commotion and movement up front. It sounds like we're almost in the middle of a fight. Do you know what is going on, or if there's any way we can get out of these cells to see what's going on?
Well, unless you have a key to unlock the cell, or possibly a tool to most likely, depending on the age of this place, and honestly on the bars, we could try to commit to escaping. But at the same time, if something has happened above, and more than likely, let's say, the steer of the ship is due to a commandeering, which is possible, pirates can't have been known to do this kind of thing. More than likely, it might be safer to be inside this cage. But I would prefer to get out as well. But as to why we're off course, it's unknown to me. But more than likely, I wouldn't say we're in any safer position, whether we're out there or in here. And to whether we're going somewhere safe, I wouldn't guarantee it if it's pirates.
Yeah, well, I suppose you are right on that. But I get this odd feeling that we should try to find a way out of these cages. And then she looks over at the muzzled man, a little hesitantly. What about you, sir? Logic.
He can't really talk, though.
I don't know what kind of muzzle it is.
He's muzzled around the mouth, bro.
Hey, there's different kinds of muzzles, bro.
All right, I'll describe the muzzle at least to make it. The man was slowly. I'm getting into muzzlement. The man would move his gaze upwards, looking at the two chatting at the moment. His purple eyes would start observing. However, he wasn't able to say anything. For some reason, his muzzle was pretty tight on. Apart from having a piece of wood on top of it, it also looked like the dog, what people used to make sure dogs aren't able to talk. His hands were somewhat free, but a chain had him constricted to a certain amount of point. As he moved looking at the little girl, he just waved with a very devilish and impish eyes. He was unsure about what she was doing here, but if she was at the same type of person as him, it couldn't be something good. So to make it in easier terms, apart from being gagged, he also has a dog, the thing that they use for dogs.
I was about to make it.
Dog collar.
Hold on, I got this. Interesting. So they have essentially captured and imprisoned one criminal, a child, and a dog. I wonder what kind of prison this would be, or where we're even going now. For all we know, we may as well be going to a zoo.
The man's gaze would look at her. He isn't able to say much, but his eyes would have a mocking tone. Kind of saying, what's the hag trying to say in this situation?
Alright, I got this. Eris would smile at the young man, giving a small wink, and would motion with the whole... And would just essentially say, don't worry, I'm just joking. Clearly, there must be a reason you're muzzled. Maybe you have a silver tongue. Eris would then turn her attention away from...
Your conversation is interrupted by the screams of the elderly man on the furthest end of the holding cells.
Tell the man to shut up. We're talking.
At first, he begins babbling incoherently. Then he begins clawing at his flesh, before finally he starts laughing. They found us. They found us. He proceeds to bite his tongue as he falls onto the floor, choking on his own blood.
Well, that's one
The
less
young
mouth to
girl,
feed.
the young girl, taking quite aback from this, she actually takes a step back and averts her eyes, as this is something where, at this point, she is relatively used to seeing, but would rather not, if I can at all help. They. Who the?
The old man, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, overall, that's just one less mouth to feed. If we're even getting fed at this point. Anyways,
A
before
soft breeze blows around the holding cell. The flames of the lanterns change. Instead of its normal hue, the flames have changed to an eerie green color.
Huh.
Darkness pervades. Paradoxically, despite there being fire, it feels as if darkness is encroaching around you, completely enveloping everything below deck.
interesting.
Okay. So despite there being fire, there's
Uh,
like generally no light. It's just straight dark.
I think it's just green light at this
Yes, you
point.
can see the green flame. You see the green light, but it doesn't illuminate. You can see it. It illuminates itself, but only itself.
Okay, so everything else is gone pitch black.
Yes.
Okay.
Eris would notice this and would be a little bit more baffled, if anything. Usually, when there's a flame, it's supposed to emit some type of light, but clearly, this light is not doing that. But as curious as she is about the child, now her attention has been directed towards the flame, which has caused her to be a little bit more on guard now.
All of you hear knocks coming from the glass window behind you. Mysteriously, that shouldn't be possible, because below deck, you are submerged in the sea.
Yep.
Turning around to the glass behind. Obviously pitch black. There ain't much she can see yet. In this situation, feeling the cold breeze, the non-illuminating night, lights. She avoids going closer to the knocking sound, as
Where is this
for
window?
one, it's behind us, right? You said it was behind us.
Like, me and Nez are facing
Yes.
different sides, so who's just getting knocked on, or is it both of our windows?
Both, I believe.
Everyone.
Alright, then I
Everyone,
guess Ares would turn towards the knocking of her window and would turn and notice that other people's were getting knocked on. But due to the fact that it's completely pitch black and she can't really see in the room, and that kind of would, I guess, make it kind of impossible to see what is outside. But the knocking is definitely abnormal. She's confused and personally doesn't want to be near the window now.
A shaky voice can be heard through the darkness as she speaks, as the young girl speaks to the older lady once more. Excuse me, you're still there, right? She says rather shakily.
Eris would acknowledge her shaken voice and would,
Pause.
Oh God, here we go.
oh no,
Oh, yes, I'm right here.
oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
There is a stifling feeling, Eris, as you cannot speak, but you hear something using your voice.
Alright.
Is the voice coming from the same direction?
Yes.
Exact same direction.
Is there
Yes.
anything inside my cell that is near me, like a bone?
Oh,
Perhaps, but
what?
it's completely pitch black.
Can I
What the hell did
feel for
that
the
just said?
bone, like if it's in my, where my body would be?
You can, but if you want to move, you will have to roll me Constitution because
Yeah.
the stifling feeling has to be overcome.
So I have to conquer fear. Alright. I'll roll for Constitution. Why not?
Oh boy.
I got nothing else to lose.
While you're doing that,
Do I also got to do that?
No, just kidding.
wait, no. The voice continues. I don't know what just happened, but I managed to slip my restraints. Apparently, there was this spot in my cell that
Oh!
was really
30.
weak.
33.
The voice comes a little bit closer to you, to your cell, as it says, I can't really see that well in the dark. Say, could you let me in? I'll I'll break the restraints and we can get out of here.
Yeah.
That's to you, Ezzy.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, Mystic, I rolled a 33. My con is a 60. So, is that good? Or
We'll get to you in a second.
okay.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was able to interject or still play my part. Okay.
I wasn't gonna interject. I was gonna hit the bone to the metal to give you a warning.
Okay. At the mention of the lady slipping her shackles, and suddenly managed to find a way out. The little girl was, despite being a little shaken, she kind of questioned the fact as it didn't seem like the lady wanted to leave her cage. So the fact she's just so effortlessly got out made her kind of question this a bit. Because the girl obviously knows about the alter persona, right? Knows that there's abnormal things in the world, right?
Yeah, I know.
Is what?
She doesn't.
She does. Oh, okay. Never mind on that one.
Oof.
Yeah. As well as if she was able
There
to
is
slip.
something
Huh?
you do feel.
Okay.
A sense of warning, a sense of foreboding. Normally, people would chalk it up to just being afraid of the dark, an unknown
Hello.
situation. You are still a child, after all. Hello, Violet.
Bro.
You almost called me a prostitute. didn't you?
I know. Sorry, that was a Freudian slip. I apologize.
Okay, but upon feeling the sense of foreboding and piecing just a small few things together, she backs away from the cage a little bit, trying to maintain a distance between the knocking on the window as well as the lady's voice. I think you were probably right that we should potentially stay in our cage. It might even be safer, she says, while getting slightly closer to the muzzled man's cage, that side of the cage.
Don't be silly, little girl. Come on now. This is our chance. A chance to escape. Are you really going to let it slip past you? It's not every day I offer my kindness like this.
As she turns to where she believed the muzzled man would be, or were previously, she says, oh, damn, what the hell was I going to ask him? By chance, are you still there? She
So,
said,
we
ignoring the voice.
switch to POV logic.
Oh, even
So,
better.
this interaction, you have been able to see clearly. See, on your end, right, your flame around your cell flickers lightly. A few embers have not turned into the ethereal green flame. In that little spark of light on your eyes, you can see. You can see.
Okay.
You see? The woman in the cell across from the child is still in her restraints.
Uh-huh.
So, who is the child talking to? Because, interestingly enough, you have not heard a single voice.
Oh. Uh,
Well then.
You're not involved right now. You're getting surgery, woman.
Oh shush.
The, the man would be currently confused by the situation, seeing as both his companions and neighbors were talking rubberish and it didn't seem directed to each other. He couldn't do much in this situation. If calling out was a possibility, he might have tried it. However, his mouth was pretty well muzzled. Apart from that, he did hear a small call, so he just took his chains to give the girls little sense of relief that he might be there. His eyes would still look at the ember. However, he chose to look down for a reason he wasn't sure of. Maybe it was instinct or some part of humanity's fear towards the unknown that made him look down.
I see. So, here's something else for you.
Mhm.
While those little sparks of embers are not enough for you to get a clear vision of everything, in front of the little girl's cell, there is a darkness even darker than just the absence of light.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly, it disappears. You hear a scratching noise. You think you can hear something behind you.
Logic or
I'm
okay.
thinking how to respond. The man would feel a slight hiccup or picklock on his backside. It was a cold sweat that he didn't know much about. He wasn't used to paranormal. At best, it was knowing people were trying to go for his life after taking a bit of money or the interest. However, he did try to scoot a bit. However, it wasn't much effect due to all the nuzzles on his neck. The chain was pretty tight also, making sure that he could barely move around. So he tried to scoot a bit to the left, trying to get a bit away as much as he could.
You find that one of the doors on the other end is opening up.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly, all the doors open.
The goggles?
This is in his mind.
Oh.
Oh. Sam's eyes would turn towards the door, wondering why it started to open. Maybe it was finally his day that he was gonna die. It was a good run, he supposed.
All the doors open all at once. Behind every door is a dark shape, the same bleak darkness beyond the dark. They have top hats, cravats. They're tall, too tall to be human. As you blink, they are all around you. What
There isn't
happens
much
now?
you can do right now. I mean, I can't even scream at this point. I'm gagged. A gaze of shookness came inside of him as he saw those creatures enter his cell. He wasn't sure about the rest, but he was a bit concerned about being close to one of those. He honestly thought he was gonna die because of a woman. It started to depress him a bit knowing that some random thing just came for his life. A small shook sigh.
The bleakness. Sorry, go ahead.
A sigh just came out of his mouth. He was a bit disappointed that this was his end.
Roll me willpower.
Oh god. All right, where's the color? Let me
Let's
just
go to Discord rules.
Oh, I was gonna use
Roll on this bird.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use this for now.
God. Well,
Even though the rules will always be terrible. We
yeah.
will try.
All right. What do I roll?
1d100 plus 1d10.
One. All right. 81.
Oh, that's a 79.
That's a bad one.
Yeah. Oh, that ain't good go one.
So, here's where we get a few little special things here. You've obviously failed the willpower check, but you have a choice here. Remember what I talked about the 3 extra dice that are in this campaign? You have the occupational die, and the insight die, and of course, just the standard base.
Yeah.
All right?
Uh-huh.
So, you can roll the insight die
All right.
and gain something from the situation.
All right. Let's see what I get. I got nothing to lose. What do I roll? What again? 1d100.
1d6. No, 1d6.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
Nothing. Only the 1d6.
Oh, 2.
Oh. Wow.
Did I save myself?
So, the insight die is special. The higher the number, the more you learn. The lower the number, the less you learn. But you want to go somewhere in the middle, because if you learn too much, that's bad for you. But if you learn too little, it's kind of useful. Luckily, 2 and 3 are the area you want to be at.
All right.
That's
So I
that's
managed
pretty
to
extraordinary luck there. So here's what happens. The bleak figures that surround you begin speaking. Well, as close to speaking as something like this can get to. They whisper to you, saying, "The captain extends his hands. Do not trust the seas."
All right.
You might want to write that.
The man would be a bit confused at the moment. His eyes glared a bit strangely towards the creature. He could only understand the captor wishes. So he pointed at the muzzle in his mouth, showing that he can't even give a proper response at the moment, hoping that it might take it off.
The bleakness around you disappears, but not just naturally. You feel like something is irritating your eye, as what appears to be all the shadows in the room seem to go straight into your eyes before disappearing.
A screech / cough of agony would start coming out of the man, as it felt like somebody just spilled a bunch of lime into his eyes. He wasn't used to something touching it. It was a slight burn, but he started to get accustomed to it. However, he had to blink pretty slowly, trying to mitigate the pain inside of him.
So, as you writhe in agony, we switch over to Eris.
Oh,
You have succeeded on your
Constitution.
on your check. Yeah. You have overcome the pressure on your body. You desperately search for anything around you, clanking your chains, stepping on every piece of bone or any type of fragment to create noise. This alerts the child, Aurelia, that there is still something in your cell. So then, why did the woman claim that she was outside the cell? As?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was still me or him. Okay. Hearing the man's chains, jiggle. Yeah, jiggle. Give her a very
Clank,
slight.
clank.
Yeah, there you go.
Say clank.
Clank did give the girl a slight sense of relief knowing that not everyone had been let out, as well as that there is someone just still there overall that she can confirm is 100% a person. Yet, even after hearing the woman's voice that sounded right in front of her cage, still heard the she heard the clink on it within the woman's English, please, within the woman's cell. So that alone did give her a bit of a fright, admittedly. As now there's someone, or even some, or worse off, something wondering about. But that being said, the fact that the lady was able to clank means she was able to hear her. And in so she asked, what's her name? Ari?
Eris.
Eris? Eris, okay. She asked Eris, Miss, I don't know if that was you talking or not, but I assume you are still in your cell, yeah?
Am I able to respond?
Clink? Oh yeah, I was gonna say clink twice if you're still in there, pretty much.
Alright. Mystic, am I able to respond or should I just click?
Clank.
Alright, I click twice.
Speaking is a little tough.
Yeah. I clink twice to let her know that I'm there. In the cell.
Hearing the two clinks actually put her in a little bit more of a shakily state.
Roll me willpower, by the way.
Yeah, okay. I had a feeling that one was coming soon.
Alright, let me.
Slash roll. Come on, why is it not popping
I
up?
hope you do good, Ezzy. You're gonna survive.
There is an instinctual sense of fear that came from the voice, a sort of pressure, a foreboding feeling. But no one who's right in the head would ever think that something like this would happen. It may seem a little bit suspicious at first, but it still does not make sense. Now, confirming that your suspicions are true sends a jolt of fear through you.
I failed.
He failed as well.
This fear, hold on. This fear has agitated your mind. You are, after all, still but a young Adonis, a youth, easily frightened, childish, and naive.
Oh wait, no, my willpower is 80. Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
I forgot. I was thinking. Sorry, I was thinking. I was thinking of the story. I
Aren't you
passed. Never
lucky?
mind. Whoops.
All right, okay. Your mind is in a state of agitation, but as you crawl to the other side of the cell, you feel something sticky by your legs. By the way, all of you are barefooted. Just saying this.
Yeah, no, I figured that as much.
Yeah. Actually, you don't even need to look down in order to realize what it is. This is something you're intimately familiar with. Quite recently, actually.
Blood?
Keep going.
This familiar feeling creates a dichotomy within your mind. One side is agitated, but the other side is calm and serene. Roll me a 1d100.
Okay. I thought you were
Just
going.
1d100.
Okay, I thought you were taking that a little bit of a different route.
Yeah.
Uh, 70.
You pass.
Oh God. All right, cool.
Suddenly, it feels as if your mind has connected to a place that you cannot imagine. An unprecedented sense of clarity washes over you as you have entered a state of cogitation, a meditative trance, where it feels as if you are omnipotent, all powerful. Your senses are heightened, and everything around you becomes clear. There is no darkness, and there is no light. Only the spectral movements of information. You can see and confirm that what you were conversing with was but a small shadow.
Oh, is that me or you?
What do you make of?
Okay, small shadow.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So now everything I can see, literally everything in the room. Do I? At this point, is there still the shadow standing around? What's his name? Sam?
Nah, nope.
No. So those ones already got sucked into his eyes.
Yes. If you look over at him, actually, you'll notice there's a deep wriggling. If a person is highlighted in a blue reddish color, his is tainted with black veins.
Blue
We're
reddish
watching.
color with black veins. Okay, interesting. And so now in this, she's in a state of just calm, serene, able to read everything in a way. Okay.
I find it funny. This is like literally a new character, different campaign, but you've entered cogitation before your character in the other campaign.
I didn't want to say anything about that, but thanks. Thank you, you bastard. Shut up.
Sorry, guys.
Oh my God, I hate you.
So let me describe something real quick.
Okay.
There are illusory, we'll call them strings, that are moving about across this structure, the ship you're on, which is overlined in a bleak gray color. When you look behind you in the distance, you see a big green orb, the same green hue as the flames. Ironically enough, you can't comprehend the flames. Any attempt to look at them too closely causes your eyes to bleed.
And
That's a
behind me is the
sign for you to
window.
not look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind me is the window, correct? Still.
Yes, but you can see beyond it.
I don't want to do that. I want to look at the sea. Okay. Looking at the man and seeing him outlined in what blue in that bluish greenish color, or the bluish color.
There is a sense of knowing that comes about you. As long as you do not grant whatever is out there permission, they cannot enter your stronghold. A spectral wave exists beyond everything here. The doors are all closed. The physical ones may be open, but the spiritual ones are not. As long as you do not permit it to open, it shall not open. The vestige of whispers, the fragmented knowledge you are able to gain from it, tells you it's better to do nothing.
Yeah, don't worry. I was gonna do absolutely nothing. I was gonna tell. I was gonna yell at Ari. Fuck, what is her name? Eris. Yeah. Eris.
Why? She'll probably hear you.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Eris, if you're able to hear me, at this point in time, I suggest that you were right. Just remain in the cell, and perhaps we actually will be safer in there. And after finishing her sentence, the little girl, in that calm state, sits in the center of her cell, rather crisscross, taking in whatever else she can in this weird, almost enlightened state, if you will.
A faint nagging sensation comes from within you. You can see outward, but what about inward? What do you look like in this strange state? However, a part of you whispers, perhaps you shouldn't look at yourself. You are not yet prepared.
Oh my god.
So, while that's going on, we cut that scene off and we go back to the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to think about that one.
All right, we go back to the ship. Now
One
then,
time I'm right.
let's talk about it. So, Callahan is still in the medical office, the shank, so to speak, being treated. However, it does not take them long at all to finish the surgery, as they like to call it, and release Callahan. Now, all three of you, Callahan, DuPont, and Odin, are standing in line as Silas is giving a report about how we're going to handle the enemy ship. Suddenly, you see a behemoth of a man who's easily 7 foot, maybe 8 foot tall, appearing from below deck. Odin, DuPont, and Callahan instantly recognize this figure. In fact, he is the very same figure who shot himself out of a cannon to the cliffside and brought them on board. Reactions.
None at all, except a blank stare.
Bruh.
Bro ain't giving more than that. Bro was built different.
Actually crazy.
The logic, are you gonna get a token made, or are you just gonna stay as the
Cableman? Cableman? Anything to say? Oh, you're muted, by the way, if you're trying to say something.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Does it look like this big guy is in charge, or is he just like reporting for duty?
He seems lackadaisical and quite careless and brutish in his manner. And he stands right next to Silas. So you aren't able to tell the relations by the way, but you feel as if, after seeing that supernatural strength, you probably should not cross this man, even if he is not a person in charge.
That much is clear.
Besides just that, you can actually smell him. He smells of gunpowder, aged ash, and something similar to sulfur.
Smells like he's been shot out of a cannon.
As he approaches where all of you are in line, Silas breathes out a sigh. Keith, why are you on the main deck? Aren't you in charge of the cannons?
I just got here.
No, he's not talking to you.
Oh,
Not yet, bro.
oops.
Keith responds by bellying out a laugh. Don't sweat the small details, old friend. Listen, I'm kind of tired of that stuffy place. I mean, we can't even fire at anything. Captain's orders, after all. So I decided, why don't I just fire myself? You know, like earlier. Just fire me onto that ship. Silas sighs again. Cannons were not made to fire people, Keith. The last cannon you were fired out of has been completely decommissioned. How many cannons do you think we'll have to replace in the short time that the captain is away? Well, how are you going to make amends? Ah, don't worry about it. The captain is not so small-minded that he would care about a few disposable cannons. We can just buy some more. Yeah? And who do you think is going to pay for those cannons, you fool? He's literally about to draw his sword before Oscar, the other boatswain, shows up. Now, boys, pull up your pants. Now's not exactly the time. Wouldn't you agree? They're literally about to butt heads at this point. Listen, we have some new recruits. Such lovely faces. And yet here you two are, like two mad dogs. Do you not care about showing the discipline, the integrity, the honorable duty of what it means to be a member of this ship? Seriously, you brutes. You're worse than the savages. This is basically a comedy routine, if you haven't noticed. Absolutely hilarious. Oh my god.
I'll be right back.
So, after those three are talking, Keith, the big guy, actually eyes you up, Cable.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he says, "Hey, you." As he steps towards you, just towering over you, intimidatingly as he's looking at you. You look like you have a crazy trigger finger. Hey, why don't you fire me out of that cannon?
Yes, sir, right away. And I assume he's pointing towards a cannon.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The can The cannons are below deck, by the way, so you're gonna have to follow him below deck again.
Sure. I'll follow him below deck and fire him out of a cannon.
All right, we switch to
He's the
Odin's
boss.
POV. Now, there are some thoughts going through your mind. You're thinking that while it may be true that you're stuck on this ship, it's also true that this is an opportunity to gain power, power to overthrow the government, those foolish hypocrites. In order to do that, you will have to prove your loyalty to the captain, whomsoever they may be. You hatch up a plan. Perhaps in this raid, you might want to show off your skills to make sure you have the highest contribution. During the chaos, you might even get to kill a few members of the crew and claim it was an accident. A little taste of what happens when people cross you, especially those savages from earlier. You decide you don't want to be behind a cannon. As soon as the ship gets close enough, you decide or you're contemplating if you should just directly head on board and start slaughtering. What are you going to do?
Wait, me or Cable?
No, yeah, I'm talking about you.
Oh no, I would rather stay on board our ship and wait
You
for an
stay on the ship?
opportunity.
This is your opportunity.
I have something planned. Don't worry.
Bruh. All right, very well then. So, Callahan, Violet. You have recently been shot, treated by two mad doctors. And you're kind of just dazed as you're standing in line thinking, how did things end up like this? What are you going to do? Violet?
Violet, stop doing chores. Do your action. Violet,
Violet?
Mystic, did we get basic equipment from the crew, like a knife or something?
Is
Or just
Violet
nothing?
No,
gone
but
yet?
this is your excuse to ask for some.
Is Violet dead
Ah.
again?
Ah, I get it now. You know what's happened, guys? We're here with the same faces, but the roles have switched. This one time, Logic is awake, but Violet is not. God damn it.
You don't blame me for this.
All right, I'm back.
I don't blame you.
What happened?
God.
Violet's dead again.
Violet's dead.
What do you mean she's dead?
Anyway, let's continue. We'll do her stuff later. So, Odin, since you asked for basic equipment, since we're about to fight, you don't have any weapons on you. You think that perhaps you should ask one of the boatswain, either Silas or Oscar, whichever one you think you can reasonably get to give you stuff, to ask for armament so that you can actually fight.
Which one was the smaller one again?
The smaller one?
Yeah.
Oh, the big guy has gone below deck with Cable, DuPont, the cat burglar guy. And the
Oh,
only two
okay.
left are Oscar Wilde, the gay guy, and Silas, the dude in the military outfit.
Okay, never mind. I don't want to do that. I head towards the guy with the military outfit.
I see. What do you say?
Hey, do we get any basic equipment to help the crew fight against the others.
Bro, man is talking to a superior officer with disrespect.
I do not care.
Luckily for you, you picked the right person to talk to like that, because Silas of Mirth also does not care for formality. Lucky bastard. Anyway, he says, report below deck. The gunmaster. He's the one who issues equipments. All the other crewmates are heading there as well. Arm yourselves and face the enemy. Friendly fire will not be tolerated. This is an order from the captain. Everything else is to be left alone. He looks at you with a glare. Remember that.
Understood. I give him a nod and then head below deck.
So, below deck, right underneath there, you're on the gun deck. So, there are literally cannons on every side, okay? Both sides, and you see the gigantic man whose head almost to the ceiling, literally only a few inches short, as he's literally prying open a cannon so that he can fit himself inside with his bare hands.
Yeah, if he needs any, I'm probably just gonna watch him do that. I'm not gonna help him out. He seems like he's got
So,
that on his own.
yeah, so while he's doing that, you think maybe you should go get the gun barrel, because he's obviously going to need a lot of oomph to blow himself out of that thing.
Yeah, I think the little that I know about cannons, I'd probably have to like pack that, pack the gunpowder into like some kind of like charge, right? Like a packet or something that goes down the
Yes.
payload.
However, these are a little bit different. They're a little bit more compared to some of the more recent ones that we had during the Victorian era of this age. So these are actually kind of steampunk cannons. They have coils of steam. However, they still function with gunpowder. They build up pressure through the steam, and that acts as a charge to ignite and create a blast force. However, you're not actually firing cannonballs. There's actually a lot of odd shapes here and there, different types of ammunition that you think might be completely unique to this ship, because you've never seen a ship use stuff like this before. So they have unique shells that you imagine would be used for various situations. According to a ship's standard logic, right, a crew, in order to get gunpowder, you need permission from the gunmaster, the one who's in charge of the weapon, the armory, essentially. That person is conveniently also in the on the deck, the gun deck.
Yeah.
You notice that, much like the members you saw earlier, he is also somebody from the wildlands, a savage with skin like tar. What do you do?
I will go up to him and I will ask him, or inform him that we're going to be using some gunpowder to launch the boatswain out of the cannon, and just let him know that we're going to be taking some of his stuff. So If he has a problem with that, he needs to take that up with the boatswain.
You see him kind of just grip his hair, almost like he's about to rip it out. He's doing what again? God damn, this crazy lunatic. How many times have I told him not to touch the cannons? You see him just kind of run forward as he backhands this man as hard as he can. You see his hand literally snap, and the dude doesn't even budge. And he's like, Keith, you crazy bastard, let go of that cannon right now. Unfazed that he's literally just dislocated his arm.
Yeah, I'm just staying clear of this and watching in the corner.
You see Keith kind of like almost cringeworthy kind of way. Just give an odd smile. Hey, look, pal, I'm sorry, okay? It's captain's orders, you know? He said no blasting, but he didn't say I can't blast myself. So, technically, I'm not disobeying the captain. So you have to get out of my way. What kind of logic is that, you madman? Seriously, are you sure you have an education? How did somebody like you become a professor? Again, slapstick comedy. Not gonna lie, hilarious.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That is pretty good.
Oh my God. Odin comes below deck, and you just see both of them stop as they look at you.
I just stare back at him, not knowing what happened.
Bro, this man.
Are you sure this
They
is
are
a
Roll me
staring
jump?
at
willpower, bro.
Oh,
No, I'm
Mystic.
not allowing this. I'll roll me.
Mystic,
Roll me
wait.
willpower, bro.
Wait, Mystic. Are we sure that Yin isn't you jump hook here?
Bruh.
This is the same kind of mentality, bro. I'm not joking.
Bruh.
Or was just sitting there.
Roll me willpower, bro. Ain't no way. I'm not letting entire campaign.
Bro, he nails it again.
Of course, Ian gets to roll double, but we can't roll double.
No, he has to roll for willpower.
Then forget it.
Bro!
The bruh? What did you get? What did you get?
32?
29.
Oh my God.
He can't keep
Why
getting
do
away
you
with
keep
this!
steaming?
Let's go.
Yo, I want you to
Bro,
change
what's
your
his
name to You
willpower?
Jump Hook right now. No other excuses.
Hey,
Change your
what
name.
even is your willpower, bro?
Insane.
Above
Honestly, I have
50 at
no
least.
clue.
Oh my god. I want
Oh
80
my
willpower.
God. This
Wait, I have
bruh.
willpower.
Anyway, okay, so let's continue. Oh my God, I'm getting pissed. Odin walks down the deck, poised like a statue. He remains unfazed despite these two seemingly powerful and influential people staring into his soul. The gunmaster speaks first. Hey, you, new recruit, come over here for a second. Yin?
Well, I of course walk over there slowly,
Hey,
thinking
new
at the time.
recruit. Why don't you tell this lunatic here that blasting yourself out of a cannon is a stupid idea?
You know what to do, you.
Blasting yourself out of a cannon indeed doesn't seem logical. It even seems wasteful, I say as I stare at him.
You see, the new recruit agrees with me. So, the the big guy kind of pats you, and when I say pat, I'm talking strong enough to send you careening forward. As he says, "Ah, don't be like that, newbie. Listen, just between you and me, if you help me out here, I'll actually get you permission for a personal use arms. That way, you don't have to keep giving it to this guy. I swear, he only exists to take away all the fun." Yeah?
Wait, sorry. My call fell out. I didn't hear you. I'm in the car, that's wrong.
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, he basically said, he just kind of patted you on the back, sending you kind of like careening forward. And he
Can I
told
roll
you,
so I do not
hey,
dodge?
listen, roll me strength plus constitution. You have to succeed both of them. So
Got
two
this.
separate 1d100.
You got this.
1d100 plus 1d10. Two of them. You have to succeed both of them, by the way.
Okay.
66. What's that one for?
1, 2, 3. Okay, I failed.
Yeah, you failed.
Did you just say got him?
That's
Did you just say got him?
no,
Unfortunate.
I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Your wishes came true. I
Bro
failed.
has a grudge.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, okay. You didn't say it. You didn't say it.
We all know
Yeah,
he felt
totally.
it and thought it.
Anyway, yeah, you're set kind of flying forward a little bit. Luckily, you don't hit the. As he told you that if you help him get permission to blow himself out of the cannon, he'll help you get a personal weapon. Personal weapon is a concept where, so usually all arms are technically loaned out by the ship, but if you get one that's yours, you basically get to keep it around you at all times.
Okay, I look at the other guy. Sir, it doesn't. Oh, wait. Give me a sec.
Man is trying to formulate how to gaslight.
No.
Actually crazy.
Sir, would it really be a big problem if one personnel just shoots himself out of a cannon? Yeah. Do I roll charisma or something?
No. As you say that, you just see the gunmaster kind of just back away, like he's looking at two freaks. He's like, "There's two of these guys." So
If it
Steve
is
is
what he
actually
desires,
so.
I do not see what the real problem is.
Hold on. Keith is actually so inspired. He's like, "You see? Look at what the new recruit said. He agrees with me. You know what? I like this guy. Why don't you prepare two cannons? We're both gonna go on that ship."
No, thank you. I do not think that my body can handle it like yours.
Don't worry about the small stuff, rookie. Fine then, we'll share one. He literally grabs you in his arm, and by that time, Cable's already brought over the gunpowder,
Yeah.
while these two are talking. Cable, what do you make of this situation?
I look him straight in the eyes and tell him, "It seems I need to take a shit. Can you let me go, please? And I'll join you later."
I'm just
Hey,
getting the
rookie.
guns ready. I'm just pretending
Don't worry
none
about
of
it.
this is happening.
Once you're flying through the air, you can let it go.
No, but really,
Set it
I
free,
need to
Yin.
go.
Set it free.
I promise you that I will join you later. And then we can
He's
shoot
not-
out of a cannon
Yo,
together.
yo.
He is
And
not
some people
listening
can go
to you.
faster.
Bro, give this man a
He is
fast talk check
not
right now.
listening to you.
Give this man a
He is
fast
not
talk check.
listening to you, bro.
Let me roll my charisma or something.
Let him fast talk.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no, no.
Give him a chance.
Listen.
Give him a chance.
No. Okay, listen. The reason why I don't let him, right? Even if he succeeded, it would fail. That's because this character is like, what's his face? I forgot the dude's name, but he seems like he's logical, but you can't reason with this guy.
So, Killmonger.
Seeing that he doesn't budge, I just look at him with a blank stare. With acceptance, I nod. Fine.
Fine.
So Cable, what are you doing? Cable, what are you doing? Did you go and grab the gun?
Yep, I am grabbing the gunpowder and not saying too much because otherwise it's going to be me going into that cannon, and I don't want that to happen.
Yin, you're gonna be a great sacrifice. But that's what you get for rolling too good.
You feel like you should give an inner salute to the bravery of Odin over here, who had the gall to intervene on this conversation.
Let's say something to him too. Not to Cable, to the big guy here.
You can say anything you want.
Okay. Well, since we are shooting out of a cannon, why don't I suggest the others shoot out of a cannon too? The other two over there.
He looks at you.
The more
He
the
looks at
merrier.
you.
It would be quite fun for all of us to shoot out of cannons.
Bro, this
Wouldn't
man's
it?
a fucking genius!
Wait. He looks at you, stunned, before he starts laughing. I can't. I can't even do his laugh.
Terrible.
Cable, I'm sorry, bro, when you got involved.
What a brilliant idea, new recruit. Hey, actually, prepare all the cannons. We're going to fly tonight.
Bro, no.
You just see the gunmaster fall to his knees in despair.
Jesus.
Oh, kill him. You know, make sure one guy hits me in the process. I'm willing
And
to die
while
now.
we're at it, why don't we shoot the whole crew out of it too? I say that in hope that someone would be able to convince this madman to not shoot anyone, including me, out of the cannon.
So when you say the entire crew, so there are actually separate crews here. So each person is actually in charge of a separate crew. So he's basically going to fire everybody that's on the deck, like the gun deck right now,
Yeah, that's
which
what I mean.
includes
Yeah.
at least 12 people. So
Does he even have the
you see him
authority to
just
do that?
you see him just kind of glare as he grabs rope, ties all of you, including Cable, together. Literally bear hugs you guys as he gets the other guy to get more gunpowder. You guys are in a bear hug.
You've already made a friendship, Yin. Good job.
Oh shit.
Cable,
I guess we're all
Cable, do you
good
have
now.
anything? Cable, Cable.
Bro, if you could say anything to save the moment, bro, please.
Able to say you got his shit, bro.
I
We're
don't
about, wait,
have
we're about to lose
anything.
the whole. We're about to lose the whole gun deck.
Yeah.
What?
He's like, if
What
I'm
the hell
going,
am I
everyone's going.
We have no means of
Big
defense.
bear hug. Hey, at least buy me dinner first. I don't know.
And then you see, wait, hold on. You say that there's a silent pressure that's coming from him as the crazy scene before you melts away to something a little bit more serious. Don't worry, there will be plenty to feast on. Look, our dinner is there in the distance.
Yeah, understandable.
You get the feeling he doesn't mean that figuratively.
Oh, so a cannonball cannibal raid. It sounds like.
So just absolutely hopeless, like an automaton, a machine, or a corpse, a zombie. The gunmaster brings the barrels of gunpowder. And you just see a silent tear. So all of you roll me Constitution.
Yes, please. I want to see how many are gonna actually survive this.
Bro, please, all of you guys need to survive this, bro.
Ezzy, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think this was supposed to happen.
How many
No,
of us?
just-
All of us?
No, just them.
No, not you guys.
Somebody's
over there, just
screwed.
them.
88. You
No
got
way,
88.
Yeah, it's your downfall.
You know, I think that's karma. You got a little too
It
greedy.
seems my finger slipped. Can I roll again?
No.
Oh
Don't
wait,
worry,
it says a
bro. My brain slipped a
1d20. He
little
messed
bit.
up.
What?
Yeah, he put a 1d20 in there.
Oh my god, bro. This man's doing this shit on purpose, bro. Reroll.
What do you mean? It's a perfect 1d10. Stop
Bro, why would you? I'm
gaslighting.
not even looking at my. I'm not looking at my. Bro.
Don't gaslight him.
I tried to help you again.
All right, Cable, what's your roll?
Wait,
No,
why did you add a 1d20?
No. You rolled right before that.
Where do I roll
No,
it?
no, no, no.
You
We're
deleted
using
it. You deleted
Oh,
it.
in the roll section.
Oh,
The
I see.
roll
Yeah,
section of-
yeah, Yen had a
Look, it's a
53.
53.
Yeah, he had a 53.
Nah, bro. Nah, but you had an 88. You heard him say something about an 88.
No. It's on recording. It didn't happen.
It's 89. It's 89.
Uh,
Cable Man, it's just slash roll.
oh, that was beautiful.
I didn't roll a
1d100 plus.
Yo,
Sure,
where'd
sure.
that 89 come from, Yen?
Shit.
No.
Wait,
It's
slash
slash
roll.
roll. You have to type out roll.
Yeah, you have to type out roll, my boy.
I sure someone rolled for me. I did not roll a 89.
I don't know where that 89 came from. I swear I misexplained
You failed.
Someone-
You failed. You failed. Shut up, bro.
So
okay,
did
well,
he.
maybe I said
81.
Both are fake.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Logic, I don't think our saviors are going to make it.
It's fine.
So.
Oh, my bad. Switched them off now.
My character
Oh,
didn't expect
boy.
to live.
I was
live
hoping
the
Cable Man
moment.
was going to survive.
So here's the deal. You all get smushed together. All right.
Oh, that's going to
Now,
hurt.
now.
Don't
I want you
forget
guys to roll me
to,
1d10.
you know, take it out.
Roll me a 1d10. Roll me a 1d10. Both of you, by the way.
Yo, I really do like the fact that, you know, Yin also got a 47. Someone just hit a 10.
Bro, Cable Man got
Cable
a
got it.
10.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
a 1d10.
Bro,
Cable, how
please
much
listen.
health do you have?
1d10.
Higher the roll, the better,
Um,
right?
Yeah, how much?
Higher the roll, the better.
11.
Bro's unconscious. Bro ain't waking up.
Wait,
Yeah.
were
I
we
got a
supposed
10.
to roll 1d10 or
1d10.
1d100?
Just
1d10.
one.
Oh, that's
just
fine.
1d10. Just 1d10.
I swear, both of them die. because Yin gaslit.
Bro.
Well,
Cable
that's a
got,
possibility, man.
Cable got a perfect
Oh,
10,
this man,
and he got a 5.
dude, barely. Yin barely survived, bro.
Oh,
Bro, I swear to God, if Cable Man gets screwed,
Yes,
I'm gonna
that
kill
still
you.
counts as fluff.
dude, he got a perfect 10.
Okay.
If that's actually damage,
Okay. So
then
here's
he
what
has 1
happened.
HP.
The
Actually, no, he's
entire
been shot.
side of the gun deck. Hold on. No. The one that's been shot is Violet, who's still on the main deck at
Oh,
top.
never mind. Wrong person.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what happened. The entire side of the gun deck is bombarded in an explosion as just a gigantic ball of people is sent flying through the sky as you hear out this man scream in ecstasy as you sent straight towards the enemy's ship. Now, here's the deal. Before you land, all of you disperse just before landing on the deck of the enemy.
Oh, I was just about to say I
Keith?
managed to somehow grab onto Keith and use him as a shield.
No, hold on. You don't have to do that. Keith barreled so hard, he fell right through the main deck floorboards and entered below deck.
Oh, we have a hero.
Man legit broke through the main deck. As for
He was so happy.
Cable, and Yin, you guys land. Some of the other people that were sent flying, you landed on top of them, so they died instead of you.
Bro. Bro!
I'll take it.
Cable's a murderer!
Can I rummage through their
Now,
clothes
some
and
of these-
search for
Yo,
their
eat them.
weapons or something?
Yeah. I was just about to say. They were armed, by the way. So you find a cell sword, which is basically a cutlass,
Okay.
Yo, make sure to bring me one of their
and
guns.
a mini revolver. Cable, are you gonna do the same?
I'm gonna take. Shit. Actually, okay, yeah.
How many
I'm
people
gonna
died?
take the I'll take the cutlass and the revolver.
So of the odd almost 24 people, at least
So
a good
search
10
through
of them
all of
died.
their corpses, and I take 2
There's
revolvers.
like yeah, it's possible.
I'll do that then.
Yo, make sure I get a revolver, my boy. I'll back
And
you
a
up.
few knives. At least some of them need to have knives, not only cutlasses.
So, is there anything on the
So
side?
they have the bare bones. They have bare bones essentials. You find a marksman rifle, which is essentially just a musket,
Mm.
but nothing better than the cutlass in terms of a bladed weapon. There is a short dagger though. However, you do not
I'll
have
take
enough
the
space
dagger.
on yourself to keep all of the weapons. So you get to pick. Either you pick 2 guns and the cutlass, or you leave one of the guns for the dagger.
I think it'll take a dagger.
I'll
along
leave
with
one
the
of the
cutlass.
guns for a dagger.
All right. Okay. So you have one. You have. Which one of the guns are you taking? Are you keeping the Glock or like the revolver, or are you keeping the marksman, like the musket?
I keep the revolver. Easier to
Yeah.
handle.
You keep the revolver. You keep the cutlass and you keep the dagger. What about you, Cable? How many corpses did you?
I want to get a cutlass and a revolver. I won't get the musket because I want to at least conceal. I want to conceal the weapons on my body so I can do a quick draw and have people think I'm unarmed, or at least I'm not packing a gun.
I see. So you're gonna show off the cutlass, but to hide the gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna have
Okay.
have the big gun on my back at least.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So as you guys are doing that, you see other members of the ship you're on start coming onto the deck, wondering what the hell is going on. Before like they could even do anything, you see a lot of them running from below deck, screaming in terror. Some of them are missing limbs. Some of them have dislocated jaws. As you hear Keith's crazy laughter coming from below deck.
Praise Keith.
Now you can decide to kill these guys, or you can just decide to go with Keith.
Mystic's getting high as hell.
Bro, he needs
Guys?
to after again.
Mystic, are your parents home?
No.
Do you want me to come over there? I'm in the car right now.
Bruh, no, we don't have that much time left. Again,
Okay.
this is not that long of a campaign. You know, like I'm in the test.
We're already almost 2 hours in, boys.
Yep. So what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna
What?
kill these guys, or are you gonna let them go?
I go kill them.
I mean, is there a reason why we would
Wait,
want to
who
kill
are these
them?
guys, though?
Loot.
Well,
They just
considering that Keith, your superior officer, is killing them, they are quote unquote in terms of where you are now, the enemy.
Oh,
I
the
see.
enemies?
That's
Okay.
one way of looking at it.
I think I'm going to try to hide in a barrel and just wait for this to all blow over.
Marvelous.
All right. You go into the barrel, which is half full of alcohol. Are you
Awesome.
are you sure you want to? All right. Okay.
Well, ruining the alcohol for the ship would probably be a bad idea. Is there a different barrel?
All the barrels are filled with rum.
Oh,
Just go
I'll
in the
hide
rum bar.
behind the barrels. I don't want to ruin the alcohol because that will get the crew angry at me. So I want to hide behind the barrels.
Bro,
All
You know,
right. Deal. All right. While you're
I
doing
was
that,
just gonna
examining
say
something.
I pick up the barrel and throw it at someone.
hey, roll me strength. Roll me strength. Roll me strength.
Are you scared to roll strength? 16 there.
No way. No way.
No shot, bro. Hey, remember, now we have
Here you
something to
go.
catch people on fire with,
Hey.
all right? There's alcohol in
Okay.
the ship
So
we can catch people on fire.
you've thrown the barrel with such grace. It was essentially a coup de grace, as the barrel hits him straight in the head and kills him. And you threw it with such force, the barrel shatters, and pretty much everything around there is doused in alcohol.
Where's Cable?
I was hiding behind the barrel he threw,
Oh,
so now I'm exposed.
you were exposed the whole time, bro.
Cable, I have a dynamic for your character. Roll me luck.
Oh,
A dynamic. Okay, interesting.
that's a new one. I've never heard of anyone having to roll luck. Yeah.
16.
You messed it up.
Or wait. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
No, I got never mind.
Oh, 25.
24. 25, yeah.
What's your luck stat, by the way?
75.
God
Oh
damn.
my god. This dude.
Wow.
He is the
Let me get some of that.
Yeah, pass some of that, bro.
Okay, so you're so surprised, right? By you were so surprised by the barrel being essentially taken right after you went to hide behind it, that you kind of fell backwards onto one of the other corpses, and it basically fires their flintlock and ignites the alcohol.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
that doesn't sound
That's not
lucky.
good. Hopefully, it was
see
low
you
crew.
see all of them. You see all of them catch on fire as Odin looks back and kind of looks at you with a gaze of approval.
Bruh.
Uh,
Bro got the Odin approval mark.
Totally, I totally planned that.
The cowardly
um,
thief. Earning the respect of somebody.
is there? Yeah, I'm going to be running away from the flames. But I'm not going to take my clothes off because I have some dignity.
So, because your luck is, you got a hard success. Um, everywhere you step actually causes some lucky accident, a reasonable development, if you will, that causes more and more of the barrels to ignite, as the entire main deck is now on.
Hmm.
In fact, because of the hole left behind by Keith, some of the gunpowder barrels, the kegs in
Oh
the
no.
armory have literally exploded, and the entire stern side has basically been blasted, as the ship is kind of careening to one side now, as water is basically coming in.
Help.
Help. Logic, are you still awake?
Help.
Logic.
Yes, I'm still
Logic,
awake.
logic.
I had to make sure.
Okay, good, 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 good. I was just wondering. I was just
I'm
wondering.
just very quiet. That's all.
We all know you're playing.
I worry with you.
It's way
So,
too
okay,
early.
before that was happening, let's skip to Keith. Literally 1 minute before this happened. As Keith barreled through the main deck, right to the living quarters where all these guys were, he noticed that a lot of them, there's a lot of robes that are hung up. These robes have a certain symbol. You guys aren't there, so you can't see it. This is for him. He recognizes it. You guys don't. So this is an indication that these guys are cultists. They were actually not the Imperial Guard who basically transport the prisoners to Erebus. So they were trying to do something with the prisoners. We don't know. We'll find that out later, maybe. Depends on you guys. So as Keith goes there, he decides these people are not human. There's a switch in his mind as he cracks his knuckles so hard that his bones actually shatter. And with that as the trigger, his mind clears up. Unassuming clarity takes hold as the entire physical world starts blending in. Now only a world of red remains. And he wants to paint everything in a deeper shade of red.
Oh boy.
Oh
Well, now
no.
we're in danger.
Now, here's the deal. The reason why I said the lucky thing was important. Keith is reminiscing of what he considers his heyday, as the entire world is dyed in fire and brimstone. He feels it is a shame that there's no fire in the vicinity. So he decides, I'll have to make do with only blood, the vivid red of life, as he begins killing them with his bare hands, popping off their heads, crushing their skulls, doing everything in his power to give them the cruelest death imaginable. As you hear his laughter, it reverberates all the way to you guys in the
cells.
there is such a there is such a tremble from his laugh that the shadowy figures that were around you immediately decide to vacate.
Huh.
Are you going to look into his direction? Ed?
I was gonna say, am I still in that state of cogitation?
Am I allowed to look?
Yeah, you are. You are. You are. You can, yeah, obviously. The
Alright.
noise is
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
from that side. You
Yeah,
hear-
then I'll look. See what's going on.
What
It's closer.
do I what do
I'm
I
kind of
concurrently feel?
blind.
Yeah, what do I concurrently feel, and what do I see passing across my mind? Because right now I'm looking
When you look in that direction,
in a slight diagonal at the floor.
from your perspective, the world is various shades of purple, bluish, kind of calm and cold color. But his is the only fiery, vivid color, something that you've never seen before. In fact, looking at all these people, it doesn't even feel like he's normally alive. It feels like he's more vibrant than life. There's an inferno dripping. It kind of imagine liquid fire like magma, but it doesn't have the same consistency. As you see it consuming the other lights and dyeing it in that same red color.
Mm. And I'm still
The
all calm
careening
about it, right?
laughter actually, it resonates inside of you. A tremble occurs as your mind begins to become agitated, as you are forcefully extricated from your state of calm and serene.
Okay, so I'm not
Roll me
conjuring anymore.
Constitution.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let
Roll
me
me
get the
Constitution.
rolls.
I have to roll Constitution, or I'm gonna chill.
God
No,
damn it.
him. He has to roll Constitution.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill.
Constitution's low. Please, gods, give me yin level luck right now.
Do I have to roll as well?
Nah, only
16, baby, let's go. Wait, yeah, and let me double check what my willpower is,
17.
but I know I passed it. My willpower is
No,
what?
yeah, I got 17.
No,
Actually, no, it's below 10.
no. I said Constitution. You succeed the Constitution.
Yeah, I think mine is
Where's the roll?
35. Mine should be 35.
I think
Who deleted my roll? Who deleted my roll?
I have no clue.
It was Yin. It was Yin.
Oh
17,
my god,
17.
bro.
Accident boot.
Whatever. You succeeded the roll. You succeeded.
What's this dude?
As you
He was
as
hacking.
you come out of the as you come out of that state of serenity and focus, you begin coughing up blood as you realize that your eyes are also bleeding.
Oh, hang on.
You take you
Hang on.
take no damage.
Just coughing up as she's trying to wipe the blood from her eyes.
Boy. Yo, what the fuck happened on the screen?
That is like the only thing she's focusing on right now, trying to recover herself. She's coughing as hard as she could and wiping the blood from her eyes.
Right, of course. So, just as that's happening, there is such as the ship kind of starts careening to one edge. Logic, the chains that are binding you snap. As everything on your side that way, you see catch on.
Is he still there? Loggy boy?
Logic, You're
Okay, so
muted. You're muted.
so it's starting to go upwards, right? So technically, right now, I am kind of on the floor a little bit. So I guess I'm gonna
Logic.
slide
Yeah.
over to one side of myself.
Boogity boogity loggy.
And one thing, the only thing you hear the girl kind of say is
There you go.
very shakily and struggly, "Help!"
It is your turn, my boy.
What must I do?
You just got freed.
Oh, nice.
Help the girl, please.
The chain
Yeah,
snapped. That's
your
why everything
chain's broke.
going
Your
on.
chain's broke.
Yeah.
And basically, I'm now currently on the floor. The ship's sinking.
Yeah, we're
starboard
sinking.
or whatever the frontwards is
Starboard.
going up.
Starboard.
The stern is going down. So
Alright.
I'm on the floor, bleeding out my eyes a little bit and coughing.
Okay, Mistis. How bad are my eyes currently since I had that shadowy thing entering?
I think they ran away.
Your eyes are agitated. Your eyes are agitated. It feels like a little bit of sand has gotten into it. That kind of irritation, like you wanna,
Okay.
like it itches badly.
Okay. So
Even though the chains have come off, your hands are still a little bit restrained as you try to kind of nudge the muzzle out of the way as you attempt to kind of wipe your eyes.
Okay.
Salter, yes.
Sam would lift
Oh,
his
you saw
arm,
my DM?
rubbing his eyes a bit harshly. It felt like something
Yeah,
had
by the way,
entered.
I wanted to, but I think that got debunked.
Sam began to use his arms against his eyes, rubbing them. It was a bit irritated. His vision was a bit blurry, but it wasn't something that would impede him. As he started to get up, he tried to remove the muzzle. It seemed like it was possible at this point now. It was just going to take a bit of time. He started to walk out of the cage now that he was actually free. He turned his side towards the child. He was a bit concerned about it, but he wasn't sure if he should take her out or not. Out of the cell, I'm not planning to kill her, Ezzy.
Wait, aren't the physical cells open?
Yeah, I mean, they're open, no? I'm walking out.
Yeah.
He's just
The side the side that is careening, the wall caves in and drags the railing of the cell kind of partially to one side. So there's a gap for you to go through.
So
I'm
only
just
you've
seeing
escaped. Okay.
if I should take Ezzy with me.
I'm noticing the abandonment here.
Can Ez's character speak right now?
They can, but they are very weak.
All right. Due to his long fingers, Sam managed to take off his muzzle after a while. His jaw was pretty sore. However, it seemed like he was able to still speak. Hello, little miss. His tone had a bit of sass. However, it was still had a bit of honesty at the same time. Was it you the one that managed to break us free from our predicament?
With all the struggle she is and the pain she's currently enduring, she's not exactly able to speak. Just give faint, soft whispers. Yet
The man began
just
to
shakes
rub
her
his-
head. She just shakes her head no.
The
And
man
she's able
began
to mutter very lightly, "Help."
The man began to rub his chin slightly, starting to take off the sore feeling. It seems like you aren't able to talk at your moment, so I'll just do some questions. 1 grunt means yes, 2 means no.
By the
If
way, I
I'm-
want you to know, while you're having this conversation, ship's burning.
Everything's
Like,
catching
is this
fire.
really the best?
Everything's
Is
catching
the-
fire.
is this
Everything's catching
Everything
fire,
is
bro.
really the
on
time?
fire. If there
Logic's
ain't
in the
fire,
middle
there's
of fire,
water.
just chilling.
I'm asking 3 questions at this for this one.
3 questions is enough to get us killed, bro.
Don't worry.
Get us out of the water. We're not even in the water, but make sure the water. I would rather go into the fire than the goddamn water.
Yeah.
Please.
Just throw us into the flames, bro. What are you doing?
Don't worry. It's a quick question. If I'm to take you out, will you do something towards me? 1 grunt is yes, 2 grunts is no.
As much as audibly as she could, she made the 2 grunts, signaling no. She just wanted to get out of there. at this point.
A pop noise that came out of the man. He wasn't the strongest, however, a child of her size wasn't going to be much of a trouble. He quickly grabbed her and placed her on his shoulder. What about Saltra's character?
That's what I've been wondering. Am I even able to walk?
What happened to Saltra's character?
I'm alive.
The other side of the ship isn't damaged, so if you want to open the cell, then you're gonna have to do so. Either you lockpick it or you break it. I don't know. There's stuff you could use, I guess, but again, up to you.
Right. I roll something to what's it called to look for items. Let me check.
I think it's spotted.
I use my spot.
You sure you want to use that?
Yeah, roll. I want to.
So you don't
Spot's hidden
actually
is
have to
hidden.
do that. So spot hidden is more of when
Like
you're
you're
looking for
hiding, right?
something specific.
Yeah.
No.
okay.
Spot. Yeah, it's not just hiding. It's when you're looking for something out of place, right?
Describe
But
me
here,
why.
everything is visible. Like you can just tell. There's like metal rods here and there. There's like parts of the caved in, like jagged pieces of metal that are on the ground. You can use that too.
All right. The man would place the child close by to the cell as he grabbed one of the metal bars. He placed it in between it, starting to slowly creak it open. Do I have to roll for that one?
Yeah, you do. Roll me strength.
Oh,
Oh shit, I'm dead.
oh.
I'm sorry, Salter, but it doesn't seem that I'll be able to save you.
Salter, do something to help him to increase the chances, bro.
Well, give me a second. Let me look at my character.
What do I...
Me and him have equal strength. Can we combine our strength?
I'll tell you what. You guys can both roll. We'll go with the higher one.
Okay. Maybe we'll make it.
All right. The man throws a second bar towards the woman, making sure that she would be able to help him, as he wasn't the strongest in the.
All right, you go first, Logic, and then I go. And let's pray one of us does it.
10, right?
Yeah, 1d100 plus 1d10. All we gotta do is somehow get below 30.
All right.
We're screwed.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Yep, we're screwed. There's probably another way, though.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I'll find a way.
No.
Hmm.
Bro, Discord rolls are screwing us, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Bro,
look
they're
at
all
it.
high rolling. They're all high rolling.
I don't like Discord rolling, I'll be honest with you.
Me neither. Look, I'm not gonna get something.
But I do like the Discord roll.
Shut the
You
fuck
know,
up.
technically, if we make enough noise, we could probably bring in the big guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what's
So,
going on.
That's
I'll-
my
I'll
plan
admit-
B.
Let me explain what happened. You both attempt to pry open the door,
Uh-huh.
but to no avail. The flames keep getting bigger, amassing, devouring, to the point where it's right next to you, Logic. You're gonna have to make a hard choice. Grab the child and go, or all of you die here.
The man would place
Oh
the child on
no.
his shoulder again.
Leave.
Ma'am, I'm going to do something that might kill you, but at the same time, it might save you.
It doesn't matter. If you have to leave with the child, then leave.
Oh, no, don't worry. But I don't know about our company.
Mm-hmm.
The man gave a strong shout, trying to bring the attention of the tall man.
Please, bro.
This
The
could go
prison-
very
You haven't
well.
seen him. You don't know.
No.
You don't know what it's in the other room. Like you don't know what's there. You heard the careening laughter. You
I don't
heard the
know what it is.
brutality, but you don't
I
know.
said it.
You don't know if it's an ally.
Maybe
You
a
don't know
little
if it's an
attractive.
enemy.
Bro, it don't matter at that point, bro. It's just
Yeah.
anything to survive.
We're gonna end up in the ocean.
Bro, we're gonna end up on the flat out, like,
Yeah,
dead
that's why I
man's pen.
He began to scream,
All right.
yelling. The female prisoner is trying to escape. He has broken her chain. As he finished screaming, he said, well, it's been a pleasure, madam. However, I must take my leave with this child. He
You
began to
son
direct
of-
himself towards the fire
Hold
because
on.
he didn't have any plans to go to the sea.
Eris, in that one moment, would have, like, a face of utter shock. Her last words to that man were, "You son of a bitch."
I did say, man,
Hey, Victorian, son of a whore, son of
Son
a
of
whore.
a whore.
madam, it's either death or try your
Why are you still talking to me? Go!
Oh no, he's walking away. He's just
Walking?
making
No,
sure-
run!
Run!
Walking. Hey,
He's
hey,
running.
hey,
He's
hey, hey.
running.
Roll me
He's
deck. Roll
running.
me deck.
He's running. No, he's
Roll me deck.
Jogging.
Roll me deck.
Jogging, man. Jogging.
Roll me deck. Roll me deck right now. Roll me
God damn
deck.
it, Logic.
I don't know how big this ship is. That's the
It's
problem.
big!
Roll
There's
X.
Okay,
Five
what do I have to
minutes.
roll? 1D100.
1D100,
1D
1D10.
100 plus 1D. Yeah.
Sorry, Ezzy, we're dying apparently because I got
No!
word.
No!
You can only blame Mystic.
But why do you always want to blame me?
Oh!
That's the end.
No. No.
That's Yin.
What?
That's
What?
Yin.
Oh!
No, wait, that's Logic.
That's
It is
all.
logic. It is logic.
Oh. Bro said no. He got a
Let's
1!
Oh my luck.
He got a 1!
Hang on.
That is
Hey.
a critical success.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go.
If you managed to escape,
So,
Let's go.
He
so
ran.
listen. Okay, wait. Let me describe this. In a bout of what can only be described as becoming one with fate itself, you careen through the flames with such dexterous movements that not a single piece of the rubble nor the flames can harm you, as you take the absolute perfect steps to ensure that you shall not be harmed, as you make your way up the deck, going past the corpses, the blood, as parts of the ship cave in. You somehow miraculously manage to run through all of that without a single thing harming you.
let's go. I saved us, Ezzy. I saved
Cutting back.
I'll buy you a
Wait,
game,
cutting-
Logic. I'll buy you one game.
Wait, hold on. Cutting back to Eris, there's a sense of despondency and a slight hint of despair as
Yeah, I feel that.
Hang
the
on, hang on, hang
glass
on, hang on.
window around
you
you
make-
cracks.
I did call somebody, so maybe that'll
No.
save you.
Can
The-
you try to
the
let Falter
crack-
get one
Hold
last
on.
action?
Hold on. I just want to hear this.
The glass pane cracks
Oh.
as the entire side of your cell kind of starts cracking as water starts leaking in and filling the entire deck. Little by little, you're running out of breathing room.
Oh boy.
There is only two choices before you. Either break the panel completely and try to swim up, or remain there and drown.
I would rather break the panel. It's probably the
You don't have to roll me
stupidest
strength for that. It's quite fragile.
thing. Okay, then I'll break the panel and I'll start trying to swim up.
Man broke the one rule of the campaign. On
It
the
don't
first
matter, bro.
session.
I got no choice.
When you gotta rely on swim, you're dead.
I know. It's survival at this point, bro. No choice.
As
My
soon
new
as you
objective is
enter
just
the
to kill
water,
that one dude.
as soon as you enter the water, all sound disappears. A
Great.
black void surrounds you. You do not know which way is up, which way is down. There is nothing.
Oh,
There is a
boy.
sense of serenity in that. Willpower. Roll me willpower.
Alright.
What about the guy that I called?
There was no time.
Damn.
Maybe there was. I don't know.
I pray you.
84.
Never mind.
I think I failed. But can I cut it down by sacrificing luck points?
You don't have to do that. I'm not so cruel. You're not gonna have
Okay.
to do it.
Alright.
Would you
I pray,
care to use the insight die?
Yeah, might as well.
Roll a 1d6.
I'm curious to see what happens. A 5. Oh boy.
Oh, that's a
gonna
little
suck.
bit too much. But it's
Yeah.
not a 6, so it could be worse.
Yeah. I'm just gonna suffer, like usual.
There is a penetrating feeling as you feel as if something has been forcibly inserted into your brain.
Oh, great.
Listen carefully. Write this down, by the way.
Oh boy. I am. Under our character?
Just write it down anywhere. It's important.
I am.
5 brides unite.
5 brides unite.
5 beasts are enfleshed.
Alright.
And yet, the 6th child cries in despair.
You say the sick or 6th?
6th.
Alright.
There's obviously a sense of hopelessness as you begin to reminisce if this is where you're going to die. But through the whispers, you're able to see a hint of eyes moving in the dark. A creature lurks in the depths. There is a light as everything around you is illuminated faintly. The light is about the same size as your body. As soon as you register what it is you're looking at, you almost cry out in fear because the light is actually a translucent eye. Its metaphysical jaw unhinges, attempting to swallow you whole. But just then, you hear an animalistic roar as you see something that is on fire careen into the water. You hear the splash, the echo. The eyes of the beast look upwards as you see a gigantic man careening through the depths, holding a harpoon. At the same time, something grabs you and pulls you upwards to the surface of the water. We cut off to POV Odin. Yin, you here?
Yep.
As you see the flames, you run below deck to meet up with Keith. As you see him just ragdolling all these people, killing them, throwing blood here and there. Is this something that phases you?
Absolutely not. After getting shot out of
I
a
fake.
freaking cannon.
I figured as much. Yeah. So Keith actually meets up with you, and he's impressed to see that you're covered in blood. And he is in such a good mood when he sees the fire everywhere. And he can't help but exclaim, "Man, these new recruits are something else. I really like you guys." As he gives you a pat on the back again that sends you flying.
Can I roll again?
No, don't. Do you really want to roll for this?
If there are no negatives,
You,
then yeah.
bruh. Fine, roll con plus strength.
Bruh.
If I roll shit, then I blame logic.
Oh, wait, too. Roll bandit and betrayed me. Yep, blame logic.
Yeah.
75.
Yeah, blame logic.
Look, if it makes something feel better, I saved Ez.
Listen, it wouldn't have been
Alright,
that bad
anyway,
if
you're
you
saying-
didn't
Yeah,
try
I
to make it
completely blame
worse.
your logic.
Listen.
I'm the
You're
only one that
sent
should survive,
careening
shut up.
forward. You're sent careening forward. All right. Now, Cable Man, you're also, because there's fire everywhere. The only safe place to land on is below deck. So I assume you're also going that way.
Yep. I am trying not to not get on fire.
Right. So Keith suddenly becomes serious as he says, "Wait a second. Our target just fell into the ocean. Hey, you. Grab me that harpoon."
Oh shit.
I hand him the harpoon.
There's also a bit of rope, and he tells you, "On my signal, pull." To both of you, by the way.
Okay.
As you see this madman just punch through the wall and jump into the sea. What a mad lad. So let me just roll something real quick. You know it's bad when I gotta roll.
Oh, please.
Bro, if we
record
lose
this
another
of
character to my shit.
Critical. We better not lose Keith. I'm sorry. If we lose Keith, I'm re-rolling for you, bro. Shut up.
Please don't lose Keith. I actually like Keith.
He's hilarious.
Better than Kilgore.
I'm a roll for you, boy.
Oh.
It's an 80.
Oh.
Di-
Don't worry, his stats are high enough.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Are they in the hundreds? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they're in the hundreds. So
Yeah,
They're in the hundreds easily.
He had
It's
the plot
impossible
armor.
for him to fill the role.
Yeah.
Legit.
Okay,
No. It's because he's literally built different. I don't
From
mean
what
that
I have
figuratively. He's
observed, I
literally-
have to ask: is Keith a demigod?
You'll find out later.
I figured he's somewhere in that level.
It seems suspicious.
You know, all I'm hearing is Mystic had to buff the plot armor.
I need a demigod in order to survive your bullshit antics, bro. I swear to God.
I know.
So he literally jumps into the ocean as a gigantic upheaval of water is sent as a pillar into the sky. He lands head first on whatever creature was down there, instantly kills it.
Damn.
So as he gives you the signal by tugging the rope, you guys pull. You don't have to roll for this, by the way. There's 2 people. There's no way you're fucking failing that. You guys pull up a unconscious woman as you bring them onto the deck.
Rolls 2 100s.
So, at that exact moment, the doorway kind of shadows open as you see, the con man with a child running and meeting up with you guys.
That bro is on my hit list now.
I draw my revolver, and I'm kidding.
But when I wake up, pray there ain't a revolver. I'm shooting the
So here's what happens now. Keith jumps back onto the deck as he says, "Listen up. We're gonna be steering this ship straight towards the Phantom Reave. Who wants to who wants to man the wheel?"
The little girl is still there, just like. So obviously not her.
Huh.
Ares is currently unconscious.
Yeah.
I move my gaze
And in
over
a
to
very
Cable's character and
delicious
stare at
dream
him.
of killing a singular con man.
Wait, you move your gaze to who?
Cable's character. He's there too, right?
Oh, Cable.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a silent pressure as both of these people are looking at you. What are you gonna do?
Roll luck.
I'll volunteer. I volunteer tribute.
By the way, I'm gonna take control of Yin's character for a second. I know this is what he would do in character, but I'm just doing it so it can move along a little bit faster. Right? He holds the revolver up towards Logic and Ez, Aurelia and Sam, as he says, "You better play along, or else you won't make it off this ship."
I'm down to you, Junghook 2.0.
Yeah.
So they douse the fire around the wheel. As Cable, you are literally staring a burning ship as close to the Phantom Reave as possible. All while everyone is just standing there, kind of just dazed. Some of these people are like, "What the hell am I doing here? What just happened?" And the Keith actually is the only one who's not there. He's actually taken the anchor, you know, the thing that weighs like actual tons, swings it around and sends it straight into the sea to latch onto the corpse of the monster.
Bruh.
As you are essentially dragging it with you.
Ain't ditching a meal.
Bruh.
Yeah.
The situation is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh my god.
we got a free meal.
Is this
So
one
as
of
you
the-
guys steer closer, the Phantom Reave, the Phantom Reave actually is really fast. It actually catches up to you guys, and you just see Silas on the deck looking dazed. He's like, he puts on the expression like, "What the hell am I looking at?"
Mm.
So Keith grabs everyone and just leaps back onto the reef.
This shit.
He then gives a mock salute to Silas as he says, "Well, mission complete." Silas is so done with him. Silas punches him as he literally gets sent flying back into the sea. I mean the ocean.
Right on back. Push flat.
This bullshitting.
So you guys are all here wondering what is and what you have just experienced. Let's see some reactions, guys. What's going on? What's going on?
Alright, I'll give you a good one. I'm still unconscious.
All right, I'll give you a good one. I'm just checking the chat if the child is still alive.
I'll give you an even better one. A child is coughing while observing, but still coughing.
All right, I'll give you an even better one. The man would start to move the child off his shoulder and carry her more like a stuffed animal with her head facing towards some area that it wouldn't affect him.
No, I'll give you all of it.
By the way, I'm
I
about to
start
do
coughing.
something. Hold on. I'm about to do something, and you guys can decide for yourself if this isn't Yin's character to a T, bro. Man literally takes the like a bucket
Mhm.
of rum, douses it on Eris, slaps her, and is like, "Wake up."
Makes sense. I was about to wake up anyways.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Yeah.
Eris would jolt awake.
Seems like something I would do, yeah.
Yeah, look around. Notice the dude who poured the rum. Would think about doing something until she spotted the one and only con man.
The con man would just shake his hand in a gesturing but very polite hello there.
Greetings.
Yeah.
Eris was very much not happy with the singular man.
Good to see you're
You see
alive.
Oscar? Well, you see Oscar coming up as he's laughing, and he just gives an exaggerated, flamboyant pose. Just imagine he's T-posing, as he literally says, "Welcome aboard the Phantom Reave. A pleasure to have you."
Hmm.
By the way, I want you to know, I remember I said like almost 24 of the guys were on the ship. Everybody besides you guys died.
Yeah, all right.
Why?
Do not worry.
Again.
I got an idea.
What happened to the gunmaster?
All right.
Is he still okay?
Sam would have a complicated smile seeing the flamboyant guy. Inside his head, you'd actually think he'd had a few screws looses. However, he didn't allow it to show on his face. He would quite politely say, "Thank you for saving our dear lives, sir. However, my dear daughter is currently damaged, as you can see. Would you mind..."
Dear daughter.
Shut the fuck up, Eddie.
Bro, you better start rolling for your fast talk.
Roll me fast talk.
Yeah, bro.
All right, fast talk.
Mr. Gaslighter.
Look, so, Ezzy, I'm a con man. I have to do everything in my possibility to keep myself safe.
I hope you have the
How
stat.
high
because you
is
could
your
be killed.
How high is your fast talk?
Yeah,
It's at
you don't
50.
50.
I could have done better.
Yeah, me and Ez could do better. We're in 60s.
Ezzy, however, look at yourself. You can't talk.
Hey,
I had
he
to
can
One
cough
bit.
his way out of it. All right, roll. Come on, Logic. Let's see how you somehow fumble this one.
Let's fumble.
I stand corrected.
Let's go! Let's go!
Bro,
No
that's
way.
6.
No way.
Let's go!
Bro is a master of the art of trickery.
Yeah.
Bro convinced Ez that maybe, just maybe, that was her dad.
I'm sorry, Ed, but this time I'm having to use you for now. All right. Sam would move the child close to the man T-posing. He would carry her delicately.
I don't even know if I'll believe that.
As it was a precious child. Hey, who knows? Nobody knows my history record, apparently. They just know I'm supposed to be sentenced to execution. My dear child is very hurt, as you could see. I don't know if she could get some medical attention. It's Oscar.
You
right?
see Oscar put on Oscar put on an exaggerated face. Oh, the poor thing. Look at her, such soft
That's the wrong
porcelain
person.
skin. What a lovely little angel. Do you mind? As he basically wants to take Aurelia from you.
Don't give me up. Don't give me up, please.
Don't. Actually do it, Logic. I want to see how this goes.
The man would give a slight smile. Inside of his mind, he was unsure about this. Man.
Man, is
But
he fucked.
years of making sure people lose money had given him a perceptive feeling about every type of person.
You know
Can I
you're gonna
roll?
have to do another roll, right?
You
Yeah.
can roll psychology
Yeah.
if you want to know what his
Psychology
intention.
on this
You're
guy?
gonna have to roll psychology.
You can roll psychology on him
All
if you
right.
want to. Yeah.
1d100.
Yeah, plus 1d10.
All
Plus
right.
1d10.
Wait,
yeah.
Logic, you're not.
Oh
Ow!
my god.
Bro is a survivor.
What?
39.
What?
Bro, let's go. Wait, we win? We win or what? We win?
So I'm
We win,
checking
right?
if this
Bro, our
guy.
crew, us gaslighters, we ain't losing.
All right. I'm checking if this guy. Tell me, Mystic.
Fuck fighting, bro. I'm just gonna gaslight.
What is Oscar planning to do with my daughter?
With his little pookie snoopy.
So you can clearly tell from his flamboyant nature that he's probably of the other persuasion, and he just genuinely is excited to see like somebody that pretty. And literally, you get the feeling as if it might be slightly harsh on the child, but nothing malicious is going to happen.
He would hand over the child towards Oscar. However, he said, "Would you let me follow her? I'm pretty worried about her health."
Oh, please, please, join me. I have a lot of dresses I want to put on her.
Oh no.
The man's eyebrow would slightly twitch. However, it did not seem that this man had any ill intentions. He just probably wanted to play dress up with his child.
Oh no.
Yes, it's fine.
So while that's happening, Keith is literally climbing on the edge of the boat, completely soaked, as he's like kind of gasping. He's like, "Ugh."
So not even Keith can survive the
No.
ocean.
He's like, oh, that's gonna sting in the morning. You see Silas just kind of pop, like you see like the vein, the rage vein, and he's like, somebody give me a status report. What's the damage? And you see the gunmaster just kind of like literally walking
Wrestling.
over, kind of like shaking as he does a sliding grovel.
Can I just make Eris watch this with amusement?
I take full responsibility, sir. It was Keith. I couldn't stop him. Look, listen, you gotta believe me. It's not my fault.
Eris definitely found this amusing. Even though she's
You
coated
just
in
see
alcohol.
Keith. While that's happening, you just see Keith kind of like trying to silently slip away before Silas looks at him and he's like, come here, you bastard. Don't think you're gonna get away from this. I'm reporting this to the captain. Don't think you'll be escaping punishment this time. At the mention of punishment, you see Keith kind of cringe a little bit. So I'm just gonna explain this out of context. You guys are gonna learn this later. But the punishment he's talking about, if you go to the stern of the ship, there's actually like a cage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whenever Keith does something crazy, the captain puts him in the cage and then eats it in as he gets dragged around underwater.
Oh no!
Poor Keith. He saved my life, but at the cost, he's gonna have to be pulling for it.
So
The worst
you guys
part
give
is
your
that he
closing
survived it.
statements. You guys give your closing statements as we'll end the session here.
All right.
Okay.
Yo, can I roll to persuade this man not to punish the man?
Ezzy, you're welcome.
I don't think you have that much time for persuade. Remember, persuade is a little bit more long term.
Yeah, persuade is long term, where you gotta subtly set the chips into people's mind. Fast talk is when you're in the moment, like, don't do it, please.
Alright,
Don't
then
worry.
I can roll for fast talk. I don't care. I just want to see if I can do it.
Okay.
Fast
Don't do it,
talk on a guy who is strong enough to punch Keith back into the water, bro.
Listen,
Really?
my objective in
After
this
the
is
last
just to
person
save a
that
dude.
punched him broke his hand, his arm, actually.
Well, I guess I don't have to do that. I kind of would just... All I have to do is really just mention that he saved my life. Kind of unfair to punish somebody who actually did something beneficial.
No,
to the-
hey, say he
But
saved.
at the
three
same
people's
time,
lives.
it is his fault that that happened.
Hey, say he saved 3 people's lives, even though he killed like 10.
Wait,
10 people's
hold on.
lives.
I wanna do something in character. All right. Is
Okay,
Eris
go.
able to ask about what happened, or why he's being punished?
You can actually, you can go talk to him. You can go talk to him. What do you say to him?
I can talk to him.
Silas.
All right.
Silas. Yeah.
Eris would get up while covered in the alcohol and would cough a bit, mainly because there was still water in her lungs. She had to get it all out. Murder of a certain con man was still in mind, but she was thinking she was probably gonna not go as severe as she was originally thinking, mainly due to the fact of, at the end of the day, she is still alive. More than likely, his screaming did actually result in her getting saved somehow. She's not really sure. She would walk up to Silas and would essentially just say, excuse me.
He turns around to look at you. He looks dazed for a second. Before there's like you see him like kind of shudder a little bit as he immediately takes out his pistol and points it at your face.
Oh, that makes sense. I am one of those types.
You hear him utter, "What are you doing here, Vivian?"
Oh.
Then I will have to get these famous words. Who?
And session is done.
Yep. End session.
I can accept that. Vivian.
Wait a minute. You know,
Hey,
hey,
did you
let's
catch
carry
on?
for it.
I heard
Let's
that
Let's carry
name.
for it. Let's carry
you?
for it. I swear to God, bro.
Let
Do
me
not
pause
tell
it.
me this retard